welcome back to my channel. I am the Ignoredner, and I've just had a nightmare. My LEDs have just fell down. Bastard. I'll have to fix them in a minute. So a couple of weeks ago was play Blackpool, and unfortunately I've not had a chance to kind of sit down and give my thoughts and what I picked up. So I drove home from Blackpool on the Sunday after a couple of hours in the arcade club with Al's missus and Liam Retro Ram, and then I had to drive straight to Reading for work, and then came back from Reading Wednesday night. I had Thursday at home where I was working, and then I flew to Belgium on Friday for a jiu-jitsu tournament. I flew back last night, and now I've got a chance to sit down and give my thoughts on Blackpool. So it was good. I only booked for the single day this time because I found last year we went, and last year it was just you know, the Sunday we didn't really stay and do anything on the Sunday, so I only booked for the Saturday this year. And the YouTube meetup was fun as well. Got to kind of meet up with a lot of people again. Not as good as it was last year, purely because they decided that they were not opening their bar where we would sit and meet, and because of that, a lot of people decided they were going to the arcade club on the Saturday. Sorry, on the Friday. We stayed for as long as we could in the arcade. In the arcade club, in the bar at the Norbreck, but then chose to leave. We went to Shenanigans, and oh my god, what a shithole that place is. Sawdust on the floor, serves crap beer, only takes cash. Somebody threw up on my missus' coat. So yeah, fun night, but shit all over the place. And so yeah, it wasn't as fun this year at Blackpool. I didn't find there wasn't as much that I wanted to purchase this year, mainly because I'm getting to the stage where I've got a lot of the stuff that I want to get. So I'm now maybe looking at it be slowing down. I've got quite a bit, but not as much as I picked up last year. Yeah, so I think I only purchased four games in total. Two that I've still got to, well, I purchased 6 in total, I guess. 2 I've still got to pay the person for, purely because they wanted me just to buy them a couple of beers, and I never got a chance to. But yeah, so let's start with the stuff that we got up. And so we were sat there in the bar on the Friday night, and one of the guys, I think it's UK Video Game Pirate, brought out a load of stuff, and he had this game. And I'm like, well, I've got the system, but I'm not collecting for it. But he was adamant that I had to take it, so it was nice of him. He gave me a copy of Mike Tyson's Punch Out. So yeah, I've got my NES games down here. I'm going to select that in on top there. And along with that, on the as with everything, I will make sure these channels are linked in the description. As with it, along with that, Tutu was there, Stu, and he was doing a cinnamon challenge. Cinnamon, yeah, cinnamon. Saying that right? Not Al's not catching on yet. And I was like, he said, "Oh, do you want to go?" I thought, you know what? Yeah, let's have a go. But apparently, a few people had gone before me. Chili inhaled his cinnamon, so I ended up being very, very unwell with it. So I did it. Took a spoonful of cinnamon. The problem is it gets really claggy in your mouth and really dry. But I won a game. It was like a mystery game, and I opened it up. I picked up a reasonably good DS title, to be fair. I got the Sonic Classics collection. So this includes Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, 3, and Sonic and Knuckles. So yeah, decent enough little collection. So hopefully complete. Yeah, so my DS collection's up there, so I'll fire that in there. Just doing quite well being sat close to these things. And so earlier on in the week, Eddie mentioned Eddie at Rollercore sent me a message. He's been getting rid of some stuff, and he knows I was after this piece of Nintendo cardboard, me with Nintendo cardboard. But this is one piece that I've said I wanted to own for ages, and that is a copy of Ocarina of Time. So I purchased Eddie's copy of this, trying to get the glare off. This will probably never come out of the plastic, because I own the game. I own the game loose. I can't get them. I'll put that in there in a minute. And then Dana at Hidden Chest Gaming was also there. He kindly took some pictures of stuff that he had at his shop, and there was a couple of games that he had at his shop. He also gave me his nice new lovely business card that's got all of his information on it, as you can see. So, and he's updated the maps now, so for finding him it's quite easy. Pretty much everything is Hidden Chest Gaming. He's even got his website where he started to sell through. Nice business card with everything on it. And along with that, there were 2 games that I wanted that he had, and he kindly brought them. It's Dana I need to pay, because I didn't get a chance to buy him the beers. The first game for the original Xbox is Pitfall: The Lost Expedition. So I recently expanded on what Xbox games I was going to be collecting. I was going to collect just backwards compatible and the only on, but I've decided there are a lot of titles that I want to play. So I thought, you know what, let's just expand what we're picking up, and I have done. And then he also had a copy of Cell Damage. It's a cel-shaded sort of racing game where you, like Mario Kart style game. It looks phenomenal. I have played it before. I thought I owned it, but I don't. So yeah, I picked up Cell Damage as well. And then Chili, he was on holiday in Blackpool, and he emailed me. He's like, I'm going into the CEX, is there anything you want? There was a few games that I was after, and he picked them up for me. I think he went in, he said, oh, there've no manuals in them because they don't keep them. And then he went back and he checked behind the till, and they had the manuals. So it was very nice of him to do that. And then I said, well, I'll let me sort it out with you, and he wouldn't take any cash. So I'm going to sort something else out with him. We've discussed something else. And the first one of the games was Soul Calibur 2. I'm not a big fighting game fan, but these are fully complete. I don't think I've ever played a Soul Calibur game. I might be wrong. I might have played one. It's not something I know the story of and the lore of, a bit like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, or even Killer Instinct to a degree. And absolutely awful film, but I want to play the game just to see what it's like. And that is Catwoman, the Halle Berry one. Again, fully complete. Yeah, I just want to see what the game's like. And then there was 2 titles that were non-Xbox titles that he picked up for me. The first one is Disney's Planes. So I'm wanting to collect a few of the Wii U titles. There can't be many more left that I need to collect. But yeah, I've been looking to get a few of the titles. And the other one was Game Party Champions. This is like a Wii sportsy type thing. It looked interesting, so I thought, you know what, let's do it. So then we move on to the purchases from the event, and last year I purchased an absolute hatful of them, but this year I've not. 4 titles I picked up. I mean, I paid a fair bit for them, but you know, I still thought I would have picked up more. So the first title from Console Passion was Army Men Major Malfunction. It's like a first-person shooter, I believe, third-person shooter. Yeah, you play as one of the Army Men, surprisingly, because it's called Army Men. Then I spotted this and I decided, you know what, let's grab this. I picked up Digimon Rumble Arena 2. This was actually 24 quid, but from Console Passion again. You know, it was alright for what I paid for it. it looks to be it is in full condition. And then the last one from Console Passion that I picked up was Zapper, One Wicked Cricket. I'm led to believe it's not a very good game, but I'll judge that myself. And then the last game that I picked up, and I'm not sure which stall it was I picked it up from, it was just one of the stalls I was walking around. It's been in game, but thankfully they've not stuck it to the artwork. And I picked up Ants Extreme Racing. It's not very common that you see it out and about, so you know, I decided to grab it. And that was it. That was everything that I'd picked up in Blackpool, as well as the gifts, which are greatly appreciated, and the things I've still yet to pay for. But yeah, that was it. Blackpool, I was in maybe in the rooms for maybe an hour a bit, and it wasn't the same this year as it was last year. Hopefully the Norbreck will sort their act out and actually make sure that the bar's open in future on a Friday. They actually seem to have done something about the smell in there as well, which is pretty good. It's a shame that you know, if they were to put some money into that hotel, it would be a very, very good hotel. And yeah, that is it. All that's left for me to do is thank you for watching. I have been the Northerner. I will catch you on the next one.